What's up, guys? Chef Dave back with another Tin Fish review. So, today we are going to explore the world of Good Boy. So, Good Boy is a new brand to our shop, leavesandloavesgoods.com. I've heard really great things about it. I really like the story behind it. Is very interesting, and I'm paraphrasing, but it's originally kind of created for the owner's son back in the 1950s. It was meant to be sort of like an homage to him. Things, business is business, and that idea took a step back and just got put on the back burner for the time being. I think it was in the early 80s where that idea came to front again. Now his children were much older, and his son, who's still the face of Good Boy, they wanted to bring the brand back. Their idea was kind of like nostalgia, right? They felt like sort of in the 80s that people were losing their childhood and things were starting to get more like technologically advanced. This brand really became an homage to like the simple things and simple times and like simple happiness, which I really loved. To keep that theme going for them, each one of Good Boy's tins adorned with an old school toy. This toy is the Rubik's Cube, as we know it. I believe in Portuguese it's called the Cubo Mágico, or Cubo Mágico. It's on the side. It's got a little bit about the toy. It's in Portuguese, but you can translate it. Basically, just kind of like tidbits of information. So it was created in 1972, became really popular through the 80s, and then all of a sudden became the #1 toy in the 80s, and which is still pretty popular today. So this tin in particular is the filé de cavalo em azeite com caril e malagueta. So basically what that means, it is a mackerel fillet in olive oil, curry, and spicy peppers. So this is a really interesting tin. You don't see a lot of curry oil tins across the world. You do see them in Portugal. You have to remember that Portugal had the relationship in Goa, in India, and curry started to come back through the spice trade, through that relationship to the mainland of Portugal. And so you do see curry in things here and there. It's not like the the English influence and absorption of Indian food. We won't get into the reasons for that, but it's not quite the same. Goa was a small little place, and it was a part of that Portuguese Empire of going back and forth. I don't think curry really caught on tremendously in Portugal, even today, but you do see it in some of these cool old school tins where they were inspired by that relationship and they started to use those flavors in their tins. And you see sardines with curry, mackerel with curry quite a bit. Not a ton, but in Portugal quite a bit. I don't recall, obviously maybe outside of a curry using country, I don't recall too many other tins, and I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you've seen them, but I haven't seen too many other tins with curry in them. But this is super interesting. Again, cool company. I like this idea of ode to the past and trying to remember like what was good in a simpler time, like the Rubik's Cube. I mean, no batteries, no nothing. It was just you and the cube. And it was super frustrating. I know I'm not the only one who probably took some of the stickers off to try to get it done, which dick move, but I know. I know I'm not the only one. But it's kind of, you know, an homage to a time that was different. You know, this speaks to me. It may not speak to me as much as, like, say, like my dad, who, you know, really didn't have anything growing up. It's a reminder that happiness can be found in the simplest things. And I love that about this tin and this company, this idea. So, enough talk. Let's pop it open and let's get into it. Here's a good boy tin, okay? Classic Portuguese. These are wrapped, hand packed, hand everything, okay? This one is a little bit easier to open than the other ones that sometimes you experience or have a pain, but really cool. Again, you can save that and put it next to it, you know, where you're serving. As per usual, the old pop and drop. Okay, we're gonna observe the tin first. So this has a absolutely beautiful kind of orangish yellow oil. That's from the curry. You can say that right away. From a smell standpoint, it smells really, really, really nice. This fillet, these big, beautiful fillets, is one of the reasons why I love mackerel so much. Why I think it has almost like a tuna quality, especially when it's tinned really, really well. Really, really great. No bones, really. I mean, this is basically a fillet, okay? So let's pop it out. Let's take a look. I can tell you that the little taste of oil that I had it's got some spice to it, which is awesome. You don't see these with enough spice, usually, which is really cool. Okay, let me get all the goodies out. As you can see, or I hope you can see, really beautiful fillets. The aromatics coming from it, really, really good, really delicious. You know, you got 4 really nice, beautiful fillets from small mackerel. And then you've got this, we call in Portuguese a malagueta. This is a spicy pepper that we grow. This is not a peri pepper. It's a different kind of pepper, but it definitely has a beautiful aromatic kind of curry, but not like your typical curry that you smell like that's really strong. This is a little bit more turmeric forward, you can smell, and almost like, this has a, I don't say a tomato quality, but you know, a fruitiness to it, the smell of the oil. It's really, really nice, but you know, you're talking an absolutely beautiful, beautiful tin fish. Let's taste it. Now to the good part, tasting. So these, I mean, this is really, you know, as this, I'm sitting for a minute or two, about 2 minutes, and I can see, I mean, you can't see it from there, but you can see the powder, the curry powder that's been infused into it right there. Looks really, really cool. Not cool, but it looks like, you know, it's in there, you know what I mean? So let's give it a taste. First, I'm going to try the oil. Has a little bit of juice. I think that's just a natural juice from the fish on the bottom. Ooh. That's got a little spice to her. That's really nice. I was not expecting that much spice. I'm super stoked on that. That's awesome. You know, a lot of times when tins say peri or spice or things like that, they don't live up to it. You know, they'll have a little bit. This actually has some really nice spice to it that I really like. Let's taste a piece of the fish. Really nice texture. Firm, but still kind of flakes. Seasoning is really good. Not overly salted, but properly seasoned. if I was, doing this with something, I might put a little bit more salt on it, but all in all, really nice seasoning. Really tasty. Man, I can't get over the spice. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Wow, this is really, really awesome. I was expecting it to be good, in truth, but this is really good. I can't wait to eat more of this. This is really, really awesome. Texture is really nice. The curry flavor, flavor comes out. It's not overpowering. It's not overpowering. Definitely has almost there's like a hint of acid in there. Maybe there might be like a splash of vinegar or something in there. Very possible. But the spice is real. It's not too much. It's spicy. Don't get me wrong. It's spicy, but it's not too much. Especially if you're eating like with something. Definitely not too much. Out of the tin. Now, if you don't like spice, probably not a tin for you. But all in all, I mean, absolutely delicious. I love, love, love this tin. This is awesome. I'm super stoked to do something with this right now. That's it, guys. Thanks again for joining in. If you like this content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. And if you are interested in the actual tins themselves, make sure you go to www.leavesandloavesgoods.com and get some for yourself. Thanks, guys.